Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week, but packed with lots and lots of great stuff. Gonna start with the Marvel guys this week because, well, I'm on a bit of a Stan kick. This is Spider-Geddon number 4, the latest issue of one of a few big Marvel events they've got going on. A lot of Spider-Verse to talk about today, like this one. If for some reason you haven't been following this, it's a lot of fun. So grab that first issue. There's a reprint of number 1 out this week if you missed it. If you're any kind of Marvel fan, any kind of Spider fan, you're going to really dig this book. It's a lot of fun. There's that one, Spider-Force, is your other Spider-Geddon book of the week. There is all kinds of Spider-Geddon stuff going on right now. You don't have to read everything to get the gist of the story. Just grab the one that appeals to you. Like I say, this stuff's been a lot of fun. And speaking of a lot of fun, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is an adaptation of the upcoming film. We saw a little bit of this at New York Comic Con. It was really surprisingly good. Looking forward to the movie, looking forward to this comic. Everybody loves Miles Morales. And Web of Venom rounds out your spider stuff for the week. Like I say, a lot of Spider-Verse going on these days, but it's a good time to be a Spider fan. And I've been saying for a while it's a good time to be an X-Men fan. This is Uncanny X-Men number 2, the relaunch of Marvel's mainstay mutant title. Number 1 came out just last week. It won't always be weekly, but they're starting it out with a bang, so grab last week's number 1 if you missed it. Grab this week's number 2. Everybody loves the Uncanny X-Men. Weapon H, your Hulk meets Wolverine book. And Mr. and Mrs. X round out your X stuff for the week. Like I say, it's a good time to be an X fan. Infinity Wars Ghost Panther is one of your many Infinity Wars titles. Like I say, Marvel's got a few different events going on right now. But it's been a lot of fun. Infinity Countdown was fun. This Infinity War stuff is fun. These Infinity Warp with a P has been fun, like this one. And Sleepwalker, busting out some B and C list characters for you, and some cool mashups like that Ghost Panther. Fun stuff. But they've also got their mainstay titles too, like Tony Stark Iron Man. That's the first issue of the new arc to that one, so if you haven't been following this is your new jumping point. Doctor Strange, another one of Marvel's big movie stars. Immortal Hulk is a book I've really been liking a lot. Cool Absorbing Man cover there. Sort of a back-to-basics approach on this title. Kind of the Jekyll and Hyde thing where it all started. A little bit creepy horror mixed in with your Hulk smash. Like I say, I've really been enjoying this title, so grab the 9th printing of number 1 to see what all the buzz is about. Shuri and Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur are your Women of Marvel books for the week. West Coast Avengers is your Millennial Team-Up book of the week. Marvel Knights is, again, one of the smaller kind of event things that Marvel has going on right now. Just a mini-series sort of acknowledging the 20th anniversary of the awesomeness that was the launch of Marvel Knights so long ago. Fun stuff. That and The Punisher are your sort of dark side to the Marvel Universe. Another new series for The Punisher. And a couple of Star Wars books to round out your Marvel stuff. Star Wars proper. That's your main title. Been encouraging you guys to jump in on all the great stuff that Marvel's been doing with this, like Darth Vader and Dr. Aphra and Solo, a Star Wars story adaptation. I really enjoyed the movie, and I'm always up for a cool Star Wars movie comic adaptation. Fun stuff. Good week for the DC guys, too. Like Batman, one of the many titles written by mastermind Tom King. It's one of the biggest books in comics these days. The last issue was your jumping point if you're one of the 3 people who's not already following this. Justice League, speaking of one of the biggest books in comics, with the Joker right there on the cover. This is part of the Drowned Earth stuff that's been crossing over with Aquaman, DC's next big movie star. I don't know if you've seen the trailers, but they look surprisingly awesome. I've been an Aquaman fan for a long time, and this book has been really good. The New 52 run was really good. Great to see this guy getting his due. Justice League Dark has exploded from Justice League No Justice And this book is just taking comics by storm. It's Wonder Woman's team. It's long overdue that she has her own Justice League team. Again, if you're one of the 3 people not reading this, you're really going to want to jump in on that. It's got Detective Chimp. What more do you want? Teen Titans. It's your other team-up book for the week from the DC guys. And Harley Quinn rounds out your main DC books, but there's always lots and lots of other DC stuff to talk about, like the New Age of Heroes. This is Damage, taking on Superman, and Sideways. And of course there's all sorts of extracurricular DC, like Injustice, or like what I call the Bendisverse, all these Jinx World books like Pearl, or Cover. And then they have their whole Vertigo line, like the Sandman universe, like Lucifer, or like American Carnage, first issue of a new Vertigo book. Kind of like Image stuff, kind of like a lot of things. I always encourage you guys to grab those first issues of Vertigo titles, because when they're gone, they're gone. It's a great week for all the other guys too. Like Crimson Lotus. It's been a little while since I got to talk about a Hellboy BPRD title. You know, I'm always talking up the great stuff from Mike Mignola, one of the greatest comic creators working today. Olivia Twist is your Burger book of the week. Also been talking up a lot of Burger books. Maybe you missed Hungry Ghost, you're going to want to catch that. Maybe you missed Mata Hari, you're going to want to grab the Black Cat pack for that. Jump in on this new one. Karen Berger is one of the great talents of comics, as is everyone at Dark Horse. Like Black Hammer from Jeff Lemire. This is going to be your next big movie property franchise thing. So if you don't know much about Black Hammer, if you don't know much about Jeff Lemire, grab that one because it's awesome. East of West is my Image book of the week. Really dig some East of West. Sort of a, genre fusion at its best, really. And Middle West is your other West book for the week. And is your first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week. Because there's always a first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week. Great week for Dynamite too. Deja Thoris is one of my favorite Dynamite titles, because I love me some Warlord of Mars. Nothing cooler than science fiction action, in my opinion. Or Project Superpowers, a modern take on some Golden Age classics, busting out the pulp heroes and the Golden Age heroes. If you don't know much about Project Superpowers, the number 0 issue was only 25 cents. So grab that one to see what I'm always talking about. And Mars Attacks is my last Dynamite book for the week. Just showing you some of the amazing range that this publisher has with Deja Thoris, Project Superpowers, Mars Attacks, all in one week. You got a huge range of genres, of art style, story style. I'm really a big fan of Dynamite comics. Dick Tracy is my IDW book of the week, because it just doesn't get any more classic than Dick Tracy, or more classic than Mike Allred. I love, love, love Mike Allred, and what a perfect fit for this title. Great stuff. If you read Dick Tracy, you come to realize that pretty much everything you know about comics comes from Dick Tracy. Rick and Morty is my Oni book of the week, because you love some Rick and Morty. Shadow Man is my Valiant book of the week. I love me some Shadow Man. I love me some Valiant. Like Dynamite, I could go on and on every week with what a great job these guys do. If you're looking for something different, something a little outside the mainstream, yes, it's superheroes, but there's, I don't know, a lot of depth, a lot of great art. Valiant's just doing a great job with their stuff right now. And last but definitely not least is Archie number 700, another publisher I'm talking up all the time. I just can't say enough about what a great job Archie's done with, I don't want to say revitalizing, just sort of bringing their stuff to a new audience. And this is a great example of it. It's more of a mainstream comic, kind of in the vein of Riverdale and different things, not necessarily the all-ages stuff they're famous for, but they still do all that. Again, if you're looking for something different, if you're an indie comics fan, pick up Archie number 700 this week and see what all the new fun and exciting stuff they're doing with the whole line over at Archie. And Teen Titans Go is your all-ages book of the week. Not a whole lot of all-ages going on this week, but always encouraging you guys to take a look in your all-ages section. All the different publishers do a cool book for the little ones. They're fun for the kids. They're fun for you. And who doesn't love Teen Titans Go? Lots and lots of great books this week, so check those shipping lists. Get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. I want to say happy Thanksgiving. We'll be closed tomorrow in honor of the holiday. We'll be back open Friday. And I want to say we're doing Small Business Saturday like we do every year. Got a huge sale going on. You save $25 when you spend $100 or more on anything in the store that's not new this week or in your sub box. So that's a great deal. We're going to have all kinds of extra stuff that we're putting out on the super cheap. Got a few surprises out there. If you're looking for some deals, if you're just looking to have some fun, if you're looking for some gifts, make sure you get down here on Small Business Saturday. It's always lots of fun. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out on Facebook, check us out at YouTube, check out the podcast at soundcloud.com. Make sure you get to the black-cat-comics.com Shopify store on Cyber Monday, because the same deal we're doing in the store on Saturday, we're doing on Monday on the web store. So get over there and pick up something super awesome as well. That's all we got for you for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.